All right, good morning. Welcome to the London session. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to New York session. So here we have dollar index. Yesterday was a interesting day. So during the news event at 1:30, we anticipated price going up. It did, and then at exactly 3 o'clock, we had some news event. Trump came in and said something that upset the market. Essentially, it was manipulation. Okay, it was manipulation, and it went down to take our previous day's low. That's all it did. It came down to attack previous day's low and reacted off from this volume imbalance. On the 15 minutes, it created this auto block here with the fair value gap, and they key off from that to send price back up. Now it's currently trading at this auto block as well. So let's see what it's going to do. Do we break it or do we reject from here? It's kind of made the price a little bit messy on the majors, especially euro. Same thing, we are currently trading at this last down candle, and we also have news event coming in at exactly 1:30 today. At 1:30 we have retail sales, so that's gonna affect the market, and I don't know which side they're gonna take it, because from the H4 perspective, we closed above this down candle, right? But from a high time frame perspective, this gap has respected, hence it's likely to go down. So it's two things: it can go up, it can go down. But from a high time frame perspective, which is what we are always looking price at, we can go one more time down. So lower prices, possibly I would say 60% lower, 40% higher. Okay, 60% lower, 40% higher. That means I personally am not engaging. I'm gonna sit out on that. Same thing with the British pound. I'm gonna sit out and then wait after the news event. So after 2 p.m. from 2 p.m. going, I'll know what price is likely gonna do. Then I'll engage. So until then, I don't know. Now yesterday I had a nice trade off from after the news event, because I got kicked out on this one. I was expecting lower prices during the New York session. I was short with my stop loss above this candle, and when the news came out, it drove me out of it. Okay, price took me out. So I waited, and then it went into the fair value gap on the daily. So this box here represent the fair value gap on the daily. This candle's high, this candle's low. That was the fair value gap. Then on the 1 minute chart, price broke market structure. So if I go into the 1 minute, I still have the markings there because I was watching when price traded up into it. So we traded up into the fair value gap. First one was this small reaction. Second one, down candle broke, and then I sold short. As soon as I showed short, I don't know, a couple of news came in, and the quickest trade I've ever taken was this one here. Few minutes and I was out, because I was looking for just this with my stop above that and 2 to 1. So I was out with this candle. I got in here with this candle. So 149, I'm sorry, 449, and then by 4:55 I was out. Couple of minutes. All right. Now the reason why I took it is because I didn't believe it was gonna continue going up since we traded into the fair value gap and we were bearish. I should have held on to it because by now I would have made to that gap 3 to 1, but it's fine. Now let's see. Like I said, I'm gonna be sitting out this morning on the 1:30 news. I'll wait till after that news and then I will see what price. I'll see what price is gonna give me, and then I'll key off from that and trade. Okay, so this morning we might not have any trade idea on these pairs. Euro pound also did something naughty. It went all the way up, took me out because I was looking for this low as the drawn liquidity. My stop loss was at break even. So the news came, took me out, break even, and then rejected. I didn't get anything out of it, but like I said, it's always gonna come to here, and then I think the next draw will be here. This candle's high. Yesterday was a carnival ride. A lot of people got hurt. Hopefully none of you did. Even if you did, I think knowing what I've thought, it's easy to get it back. Okay. Dollar yen, same thing. Big rejection. But again, on the daily, to me, that was nothing. It's just like price going to run people out of the longs and then reject and go higher. This is not how reversal happens. Okay, reversal needs to happen with a clean move, not with news event like the one Trump mentioned. So I think we will continue going up, but I don't have any trade idea on this for today, due to the fact that we've not had any big move, and I'm still watching to see, do we respect this New York order block, or do we trade through it? So watch that up candle. Even though on the daily we are still bullish, watch this up candle. Something that I was back testing this morning was this 10 o'clock candle, this 3 o'clock candle, which is 10 o'clock EST. That candle most of the time is very influential, especially if it has a gap. So when they trade through it, sometimes it could be a reversal, but like I said, this was based on Trump. So I'm not convinced, but let's see. If we go back above it, this will be used as a buying launch pad to send price higher. Gold is similar. I was expecting price to trade here. They took it all the way up, took out the high and rejected. I got something out of this as well. So on the 5-minute chart, that also broke structure here and then traded into a fair value gap with the breaker. So I sold short, and then same thing, similar to the gold, similar to the euro, British pound. I got something out of it. But what I should have done, which is going to be a teaching for next time, this gap here became a balanced price range. So I should have held on to my trade. To send it lower, but I got out here and then I woke up this morning to see we are down here, because I'm still, like I said, bearish to go down based on the monthly time frame. So I'm watching this New York session. Now sometimes price will do these things. Random news event from random people. Trump being number one. He likes saying stuff. He likes coming in to say something to cause the market to behave in a weird way. And be open to it. Okay, be open to it. And when it happens, don't let that affect your trading, because whatever he says, okay, listen closely, whatever he says, it does not affect the market anyway, anyhow, any shape or form. The market will always do what it's going to do. They use that just to confuse people. So anytime these kind of moves happens, go with what the high time frame is doing. Okay, don't fall for what the news came out with. So for example, if the news came out and price dropped, don't fall for the drop. If we are bullish, stick with the bullishness. If the market was going down and then it rallied, don't fall for the rally. Go with the down, because that move, it's only coming to stop people out. That's all it's doing. Okay, so always go with the high time frame. That is why I shorted gold once it rejected the high, but I didn't hold on to it. And you can see we are likely gonna continue going down. Crude oil, this I'm watching for this New York session, because we are supposed to take out the previous week low. Came very, very close to it. Yesterday I had to close my trade. On the 1 hour, this candle changed my opinion. On the 15 minutes, it actually closed above this down candle here, and then I closed my trade right there, because I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was expecting them to go and attack this low. So when this candle happened, look how close they came to it. That's the low. Okay, now you can say they've taken it out because this was the opening on Sunday evening. Okay, but on the weekly time frame, that is still the low of the week. Right, that's the low of the week, and it's still intact. So it's either they take it this week or they will probably leave it for next week, which wouldn't make sense. So what I'm looking for today is a run above all those highs, and then looking for a rejection. So where is it? Right in here. Right in there. If I could extend that one out. Right in here. That is where I'm expecting them to trade to and then reject. So this New York session, if we trade to it and you see the rejection, you're gonna be aiming for this equal low. As a matter of fact, I would like to see it go a little bit higher than that. So watch time. Okay, everything is based on time. So watch the time that price will get there. If we get here by 2 p.m., start looking for 15 minutes auto block to form to the downside. If you don't get the 15 minutes auto block, don't do anything. Or 15 minutes fair value gap. That is your key for the entry to continue going down. And if you do get the entry, take something off here. 66.07. Make sure to take something off at that level. Okay. Yes, this was also a beautiful one. We talked about this H4 gap, that if they close above it, then we go higher. If not, then we go lower. So during the New York session, price rejected it right here on the 1 hour, and then on the 15 minutes it gave a nice bearish order block right there, this one, and then pulled back, and I sold short to attack the low that I talked about, because like I said, once we're in a consolidation, they'll take out highs and then they'll take out lows. So I was not convinced that price was going higher. That is why I sold short, took it out, and then I was done. Now, what is likely going to happen going forward? From a H1 perspective, we are likely gonna come back up here, and then even probably go up, because on a daily we are stuck in that consolidation. Okay, so it's taking out lows and it's taking out high. That is what it's doing. So we might be going up into that gap and then see what it will do once we get there. So New York session, we are going to be keying off from, go to 15 minutes, this candle's high, this up candle, that red one, that is the breaker. It comes in at 6294. Okay, we are keying off from that. If they go lower than that, then you're gonna be using the inverted fair value gap here, because that was meant to hold to go lower and they traded through it. So 6294.75 or 6281, whichever one that meets time, you're looking for an auto block or a fair value gap away from it. Then you buy long, and then you target here, and then you target there. So the first target comes in at 6316, and then the second one comes in at 6329.50. Okay, so that is that for ES. I'm not bullish and I'm not bearish. I'm just playing with what price has given so far. So don't get it confused. I'm not expecting higher prices, nor lower prices. I'm just playing with what price is doing on the high time frame. It's in a consolidation. Okay, and since we've just taken out the lows, then it's likely gonna look for rebalancing up or taking highs. Okay, so that is that for the yes. Now let's move on to we'll come back to this probably in the next 7 minutes, because I want us to see what the news event is gonna do. And then apart from that, I was watching other pairs because the market was messed up based on the news and the spike. I didn't like to give any trade idea that, you know, will not make sense, because when the market is messed up like this, trading will become a little bit awkward, in my opinion, because you need to know where the imbalances are, where liquidity needs to be taken, but since they've taken both sides, sometimes it can be a little bit challenging to know what it's trying to do. So I was looking at other pairs to give you, and I'll come back quickly to that as well. But let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, I think yesterday I spoke about this candle's high, that as long as we don't close above it, price is still gonna come here. So don't be surprised to see that. Right, so that's still where I think price needs to go before anything. Ethereum, that also went straight to the targets that I gave. That's the 168 level. So if you are around, that was nice. But it can continue from here as well. I like that. So watch Ethereum for the 2. Okay, the projected level 2%. It comes in at 3632.25. Solana, I think they went for that level, and on the daily we keep closing, so higher. Next upside will be 187. All right, as long as I think today might leave a gap as well. Okay, as long as this one stays open, we will be aiming for 187.73. On the H4, we have a down candle, so that can be used as a protection, and then expect price to continue going higher. XRP is screaming. I think we spoke about 3.4 as the next upside objective, and yeah, they are going for it. And if you recall, okay, that 3 months candle, after you rejected this low here, we said that monthly was a run on stop, and they're gonna reject and resume going up, and these down candles are going to be accumulation. There you have it. So if Ripple will be going up. Let me see the projection. I think I gave the projection some time ago. Let's give some projections. So 3.4347, that's the 127 level, and then 3.8878, that's also another level. So those are upside objectives. Again, as long as this weekly keeps going up, that is where we're going to reach for. We might go even way higher than that. Okay, these are the 124, 168. So the 2 is also up there, but take it one at a time and then basically follow the daily. So we have an auto block here with a nice fair value gap, so we are bullish. Anything coming down, as long as this 2 stays open, these are your upside objectives, and you can use the H4 down candles as your entry and your stop loss. So any down candle, great, you close above it, buy, stop loss goes below it. Hype, we are not doing anything with that. AI 16, I think, again, as long as this gap stays open, we are looking for price to continue going higher. So those that likes AI 16Z, opportunity to buy on the H4, any down candle, stop loss goes below it and then higher. And then finally Chachki, same thing, think we're expecting higher prices. Yesterday I spoke about this being a run and then going up. They came back one more time, but still fair value gap stays open. We are going higher. So today closing above that activates these two down candles as auto blocks, and then price will go for the upside objectives that I gave, which is this one and that one, because there's no fair value gap. Okay, so that is the business for Chachki and all the cryptos. Let's quickly go to the currencies and then see what the news event is gonna bring, and then we'll take it from there. So let's see what the news will do, and then I'll give my opinion maybe after 5 minutes after the news. So stay tuned. Okay, so it looks like they've managed to go back above that high. Do we now stay or do we reject? That is the next question. If we stay, we go up. If we reject, we come back down. So watch from 2 p.m. going, this down candle right here. We've got about 30 or less than 30 minutes, roughly about 27 minutes. You're watching that down candle. Do we stay above it or do we break it? If we break it, look for this low, and we could go all the way down probably to somewhere here. But if we break it, this low is going to be a nice downside objective to aim for. That means euro, you're gonna look for a buy. Now euro, it's in discount relative to the range because all of these were upside candles, so this is like price coming back to rebalance. And on the weekly we also have a down candle here. Okay, so it could be a pullback, and that is what I'm thinking, because by the end of the week price might reject this. If by the end of the week we close through this, then the month is done. The month will end up as a reaccumulation. The next month they'll probably take out the low and then resume going high again. Okay, so it all stands on how we're going to trade by the end of this New York session. So watch and see, do we reject? That'll give you a break of structure, and any fair value gap that forms here, you're using that as a buy. And then I think British pound will be the same, so watch British pound as well, because they've gone for this low here. All right, that same low, Monday June 23rd, is the same low here, Monday June 23rd. So there's a divergence between the two, where euro is holding whilst British pound has taken it out. So that is a that's a, what do you call it, SMT divergence according to ICT. So sometimes it could be a reversal sign, hence keep an eye on first the dollar index. Do we stay above or do we reject? From the way it went up, it looks like it might reject, but we will see. Okay, I don't predict, we wait for price to show us. So watch this, watch this low, and that will give you all that you need for the rest of the week. Okay, so that is pretty much it for now. I will see you all same time. Oh, lest I forgot, I said I was gonna show you a pair that I was looking at. I think it was GBP AUD. So GBP AUD, I should have given it yesterday. I saw that they were gonna trade up here to these levels yesterday before this rally happened during the New York session, because I was looking at price after the news event. I was looking for something personally even to trade myself, because the market was a mess, and I saw this, but definitely I forgot to, because it's not here, I forgot to take the trade, this auto block here, and then price went up. But it's still not late, because it can go way higher than that. You probably trade above this high. So this New York session, if you see it pulling back, that'll give you opportunity to go long. Okay, and then I think then I also had Euro Yen. Yeah, I think Euro Yen, it's also pulling back to this low. Yesterday we had a break, so I'm expecting them to trade to attack this low, this high to this low. That's a pullback, this low and that low, that's the drawn liquidity. So trading opportunity to go there during this New York session. All right, so that's pretty much it. On the daily we have a down candle, a red candle. That's the reason you're looking for this low. Okay, All right, so that's all I have for you for today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll definitely see you same time tomorrow for another live session. Have a good one and take care of yourselves.